Okay, welcome back everyone to another Grand Cross video, or at this point I should say ReZero, because like that's all I've done for the past few days, but rightfully so. The hype is real for ReZero. This is our next big anime collab, and possibly the biggest collab we've seen on a Grand Cross, so I definitely want to get into it. And today, we actually have news. We have an actual announcement for the ReZero live stream, and I know a few of you were commenting yesterday saying we might not actually see one, but they did it with the King of Fighters and also Attack on Titan collab. And funny enough, a little fun fact, because I'm sure most of you subscribed very recently, or I guess not since the last collab, but one thing that I did in this channel, which is probably a bad thing and why I didn't grow so much, was because, well, I didn't cover JP news. I only started doing when Sario and Tamio came out on JP, and what I'll purposely do was unsubscribe from everyone, yes, like Nagato, Speedy, Seaton, unsubscribe from all of them and go completely dark and not see anything spoilery about the actual collab on JP and Korean. So when it comes to global, I get my initial reaction, and you can see that with the King of Fighters and also Attack on Titan one. I waited so long not to see what he could do, and then when it came to global, that's when I reacted to it. But it wasn't that good because, well, it's not the smartest idea, because at that point the content is kind of secondhand, and I do now play JP, so obviously I'm going to react to it straight away. And yeah, the big reveal is going to be tomorrow. In the pinned comments, and also I guess the description too, you can click on the link to take you to the actual live stream for the Japanese one. Currently right now there isn't the Korean one, and the Korean one's definitely more important, and you definitely want to watch the Korean one, because, well, the Korean one shows it more quicker. Like if you watch the JP one, if you watch my streams, I kind of go back between both of them, but the Korean one's the main one we watch because they show it straight away. They go jump into it. With the JP one, I think they take about 20 minutes before they even show one bit of like content, and they take so long. So definitely watch the Korean one. That's the better one to watch. Now, bear in mind, just so you don't have to wake up early if you do decide to wake up, because I know that it starts very early in certain locations, time zones. The stream starts half an hour before the actual content is shown. So it starts, for example, at 10:30 for me, but the stream is going to be activated for half an hour before it does show anything. So just bear in mind, you can like wake up later on before the actual stream starts, and then half an hour later, that's when you start showing everything. And yeah, they did this with King of Fighters, so you can kind of go and see the previous broadcast and kind of see what they show. Yeah, they show everything. I don't believe the only thing they don't show is the actual login screen, so we're not going to see that. But I guess not really too many people care about it too much, because, well, the main thing is the content, the characters, what they do, and also the I guess the abilities, and I guess the cosmetics too, because they do show some of them as well. Which this one's the most important. This collab is definitely going to be like the biggest, like, oh, what are these going to do? What are the races? Because races matter now. I've made so many videos about it, talk about it too, where we do know Emilia and also Beatrice will be unknown, and also Rem and Ram could be unknown. There's a very good chance they are demons, because they are referred to as demons, and like they are called Onis, which is like a demon form, a demon race. It's up in the air. It's not 100% certain that they're going to be demons, but I do think they should, because, well, I've said it before, they made Eren a Titan, or I guess a Titan giant, after releasing Diane and Drool, who are like kind of giant support, so they're kind of pushing a giant meta in a sense, where we've just got an Assault Melee. Not really just got an Assault Melee, but we've just got him, and they want to push the Assault Melee, I guess, demon team, right? But you could argue, well, we've just gotten Lolly Merlin, and Lolly Merlin is unknown, so if all four of these characters are unknown race, and they support unknown races, then they could argue, well, they're going to be unknown because, well, they're going to support unknown races. It's 50-50 at this point, really. But yeah, we're going to do a reaction tomorrow, seeing it, and I can't wait. If you don't know, ReZero is probably my top 3 most wanted collabs in Grand Cross. That being with, like, I would say, Black Clover and also Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm making that my next collab video, so you're going to see that very, very soon. But you can see, we are going to get this little page here, which is going to go over to events. We are going to get 3 events. They always come with this. They always come with the actual, the story mode, which you can see is the bottom left one. And the right one is the PvE content, which will feature Betelgeuse, which is going to be the PvE boss. If you watch Season 1 of ReZero, which, by the way, is kind of only what it covers. It don't cover Season 2. Betelgeuse is a character you verse against. I guess he's like the main villain towards the end of the series. And yeah, he's a really, really good villain. Like, this guy's going to be so sick, and see his interaction in game is going to be unreal, because you just see how he definitely has like a different personality about him. He's definitely crazy, and I want to see if he has a buff card that, like, he scratches his neck. It's gonna be very sick to see it. And the cool thing too is, well, he's not a playable character, but at least he's gonna have his own animations, his own moves, and you're gonna see his actual animations in game, which is fine, we'll take it. It's one extra character we could have seen, but you know, it's not the worst thing. And as well, we do have the actual the boss, because we always get 2 bosses. This is already confirmed to be the actual white whale, which is going to be the actual, instead of final boss, we're going to get an actual conquest, which if you don't remember what it is, it's the 4v4 Titan conquest with the Cloth Titan, or we're going to get the actual just normal conquest like Pure and Pew, where I think you invite 4 people. I don't think the Pure and Pew was 4 people. I think it was 1v2 people. I'm not too sure, but it's going to be a massive boss event when you're going to go in. I do recommend, if it is 4v4, getting into it straight away in the first few days, because at that point, if you get into it quite late, not too many people join it because they've already rinsed it already like the week 1. So definitely get into it straight away. But also the most important thing, they are going to show the characters, and you will see their race. So we're going to know straight away if Rem or Ramp is going to be a, I guess, a demon. They also show the banner, which they don't show the rates, and they may do it in actual, I guess, the Korean or Japanese one. But it should be the same. I think it's what, 0.33. I'm not too sure. No, I think that's because Gopher was on it because he was the rate up too. So it should be what, 0.4 something, because they both add up, or I guess all 4 of them, because they are all SSRs, they do all add up to actual 1.5, so it should be 3% banner. Hopefully the filler isn't too bad. I'm not going to expect to see Archangels or anything special on it, but hope the banner isn't too bad, where if you do get a filler character, you are going to feel somewhat a little bit like, okay, well, that's not too bad. But do remember, I think they already leaked it. I think I put it on screen when I do find it. They are guaranteed at 600 where you can pick one. Hopefully they do stick to the same model they did with actual King of Fighters, where they actually let you pick, because the Eren one, the Attack of Titan, was horrible. It was, you get one of them guaranteed, but it was random. So when I was trying to go for 6-6 Eren, getting a Levi dupe was horrible. I didn't want that. But hopefully they let us pick between the 4, because I'm sure Amelia's going to be broken. I'm going to be trying 6-6 all of them on my global account, and obviously I need to pick the ones I do want. And hopefully I don't get cucked again, because if you don't know, I spent 1k or 1.2k diamonds on the King of Fighters one, and I didn't get a single Athena, so hopefully I don't get that treatment. I did get Kyo Fighter or 5-6, so you know, 2 more K diamonds extra saved up. We're gonna be chilling. But also as well, we should get free multis. Yes, we should get 150 damage worth of free multis, so 5 free summons. And the reason why is because, well, they always give you, well, they used to always give you a free SR, that being Rimuru, the Slime one, and also SR Eren. But since the King of Fighters one had 4 SSRs, they decided to give you 5 free multis instead. So you have a good chance of getting one of the actual good characters. So I think that's a better model anyway. But then again, SR Eren was probably one of the better like units to get, especially definitely the best SR in the game. So I couldn't be too mad, but I'd rather, obviously, I wouldn't want Beatrice or Rem or Ram to be an SSR. Definitely want them to be SSR to get more CC, right? And then moving on to CC, we do have the cosmetics. Now, they do show them, but I don't think they're going to announce what they are, if they're paid. Of course, they're going to be paid, but bear in mind, this is a 2-week event. So that does mean typically when they do paid costumes, they do make them 2 weeks. So that means, well, when the ReZero collab leaves, so does the cosmetics, so you cannot buy them with diamonds. Now, they could fix this, well, just simply make it a week purchase, so they're out for a week with actual money, and you can buy them a week later with cosmetics. This is the whole point why collabs are bad for free-to-play, because, well, they are very limited, and you don't get cosmetics. Now, let me do say, you don't need cosmetics, but yes, they would be better. Speedy, for example, in a recent tour, well, I guess not recent, it was a while ago now, but in a tournament, he slapped everyone. That was like a massive woe. He slapped everyone with a 1 or a 2-6 mile with no cosmetics. Yes, they matter, but at the end of the day, if the unit is good, you don't necessarily need them. Yes, it will hurt you, but if the unit is good, you're going to pull them anyway. And yeah, the unit should be good. We don't know what they're going to do exactly yet. Obviously, we only know what they're compared to. But we saw what the massive improvement the King of Fighters were. All of them right now are still usable. I mean, not so much Kyo because he's red and he just gets slapped by the 1. And also Rugal gets cut by Elizabeth Shield. But they are good units. Where if you compare to the Attack on Titan and also Slime 1, all of them kind of got cut. But they were trying something new with the transforming character. But this time around, there's no transforming characters, or there shouldn't be. So they all should be broken from like turn 1, turn 2, and especially if they are demons. But boys, that is it. Obviously, that is everything to expect from the actual collab coming tomorrow. Well, not coming tomorrow, but revealing tomorrow. Stay tuned. I will have an actual announcement, or like my schedule, my live stream in a few hours, so you can see when it is coming out. But boys, I'm excited. I can't wait. You're going to see my reaction. All tomorrow is going to be like going through everything about what they do, what the characters do, what they look like, everything. Stay tuned, boys. It's going to be exciting. I should have a PvP video later today because I haven't done one in a while. So I definitely want to get one out later today. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. And peace.